It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up. Today is April 1st. April 1st, 2026. Made it through March, guys. March was a chaotic month. Crazy month. You know, a lot going on in the world and in my personal life, family and stuff. We made it through. Now we are in the April energy portal, okay? And I already did a whole video on my predictions for April, May, and go check it out. But in this video, I want to talk about shutdown, all right? Shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. All right, if you know, you know. Onyx, shut it down. So, I've seen some stuff happening in the world, and we all know this war in Iran is getting, worse every day, and it's affecting the whole world. If you think this war doesn't affect you, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, gas is going up. It's like $4 now, I think. $4 or $5. $4 for gas. Yeah, it's $4 for gas. $5 for like premium, I think. Yeah. So gas is going up. Price is going up. All right. So this war is affecting the world, and it's bringing forth a new system, a new way of life. The same way the pandemic did like 6 years ago, okay? I told you guys, this year is similar to 2020 and 2023. Look what's been happening, all right? What happened in March in 2020? Pandemic, shutdown. March, you got the war going on, all right? So both events are affecting the whole world, economically, financially, politically, everything. So, excuse me. I already said how gas is going to go up a lot pretty soon. If you look at the Philippines, bro, in the Philippines, they have 40 days left of gas. 40 days left of gas. All right? So they're having a really bad energy crisis over there in the Philippines. Japan is using their reserves. The UK being affected by this. India being affected by this. Now Iran, Russia, and China, they're making money. They're getting rich. All right? Because, they're on the same team. But other countries and the US, we hurting really bad. So, I already said my predictions for the U.S. putting troops on the ground, and I see that happening. And Saudi Arabia getting involved, Egypt, Turkey. So I already made that in my video about that happening. But when I say a shutdown is coming, I feel it. Do you feel it? Because I feel like a shutdown is coming pretty soon. But similar to 2020, but not in the same way. Like, I think it's going to be similar to what's going on in the Philippines, in the U.S., and other countries. If this war continues, which it will, and it gets worse, which I think it will, you may see, I predict, you might see, gas rations over here. And it's happened before in the U.S. It's happened before. But in this day and time, it's different. So, you're going to see gas rations, food shortages, food rations. Hey, stock up, man. Stock up on resources, vitamins, supplies, food, water, guns, ammo, oil. Just stock up just in case. Hey, I got to stock up too. I mean, I'm doing what I can with the money that I got, but, with certain foods and stuff. But just stock up just in case, because I feel like a shutdown might be coming pretty soon. And to a point where people may not be able to drive or travel long distance because the gas is too high and it's too expensive. And where I live in Florida, a lot of folks ride their bikes. So pretty soon I might see a lot of people in my area riding their bikes more and driving less cars. So, but yeah, where I live, a lot of bike riders, you know. So now it's good for the environment. Now back in 2020, and everything was shut down. You had no cars, planes like that, people out like that. The environment was pretty good. It was clean. Plants were growing back. Animals came back. The environment was just better, you know, because there was less pollution. But yeah, just stock up on supplies just in case, because there's a possibility that a shutdown could happen where you may not be able to travel a lot, and you might. I honestly see like less to no people on the roads in certain places over here in the U.S. And I see that happening. Like, you may see like roads completely empty because gas is too high. I mean, I already see how some flights are being canceled because they can't get the oil for the planes. It's like 100, 200 flights canceled. Okay? So, I'm telling you, that oil from the Strait of Hormuz, that region of the world, Saudi Arabia, is hitting us really hard. And, you know, Donald Duck, Trump, he said, oh, well, I just saw yesterday an article. He said the war will end in 2 to 3 weeks. It's all lies, man. Hey, if it ends in 2 and 3 weeks, hey, that's great. Honestly, I don't see that happening. First, he said 4 or 5 days. Then 4 or 5 weeks. Now it's 2 to 3 weeks. It's all lies, man. It's just, nah. Do your research on the war. Don't be obsessed about it. Don't go crazy about it. Just do your research. That way you're not like just stressing out about everything going on. Don't do all your research on CNN, Fox News, because they don't show everything. A lot of times they be lying about stuff. So check out Al Jazeera. That's a good news station to watch. It's like a foreign, you know, I think they're Indian or no, it's Arab. It's like an Arab station. So Al Jazeera is good. Reuters, Reuters news is good. Crux is good too. It's Crux, Crux. So check out those news stations besides, you know, NBC, BBC, CNN, Fox News, because they be like lying about certain things, you know, and they don't show everything that's going on. But yeah, man, I see a shutdown coming similar to 2020, but not in the same way, to where you might see more people just walking and riding their bikes and less people driving their buses and cars and stuff. You may see, I predict, like less planes in the sky too. So you're gonna see more planes, flights being canceled because they can't get oil. All right, so like I said, it's gonna be good for the environment, but not for us. Not for us. Now, if you have an electric car, you should be good. All right. If you have a Tesla, a Cybertruck, you should be good. Okay, but gas cars, and all this is part of the, all of this is the agenda to like force people in a way to have electric vehicles. Now, I don't feel comfortable having an electric car as a personal, you know, opinion, but they are better for the environment. I just don't feel comfortable driving one because I don't know, I just don't trust it fully. But this is part of the plan to push more people to buy more electric cars. I'm telling you. Also now, invest in stocks. Okay, invest in oil, gas, food, weapons, guns, ammo stocks, Tesla, electric cars. All right, Tesla, Elon, he's gonna make a lot of money from this war. I mean, he already is, but with things going on and people not getting gas for their cars and other stuff, Tesla's gonna go up. Okay, so put your stocks, like invest in Tesla, Lockheed Martin, because the war going on. Lockheed Martin has the weapons. Invest in food, because there are talks. There are talks about a food shortage coming. Okay. I already see in the UK they're having like food rations, I think. So just be prepared for that. They're already talking about possible food shortage coming pretty soon, and food rations. And trust me, over here in the US and other countries, like in the Western world, people ain't trying to hear that. Gas rations and food rations? Nah. And I love to eat. I gotta eat more. But yeah, I gotta get some more food soon. But yeah, there's the possibility, food rations and gas rations coming up pretty soon. But yeah, invest in stocks right now. I know the stock market right now is not the best, and especially today, April 1st. But yeah, invest in gas, oil stocks, Tesla, electric cars, food, weapons, Lockheed Martin, Smith & Wesson, guns, ammo, stocks like that, But also today is the full moon. So we got that full moon energy coming in. Got the full moon energy coming in today. But so by the way, the T attack, right? Now in my other video, I kept seeing a T attack. I know the location and I know what could happen. I keep having these dreams about it. I keep seeing these visions about it. I don't want it to happen because it'd be really, really bad. But just watch my video, my last video in the Cuban War video, because that's going to happen too. That will also happen in April this month, is the Cuba conflict, okay? But with the T attack, just know that it could be a false flag. And what I'm seeing, I don't want to say too much because, you don't know who's watching on YouTube. All I'll say is this: I see this happening in a big city at a specific tower, and all I'll say is this: the Empire strikes back. I'll just say that. The Empire strikes back. If you know, you know. Like I said, I can't say too much because I don't know who's watching, but what I keep seeing, my visions and my dreams, and I keep feeling, like I fully feel this, like I don't want this to happen, but I feel that this could happen, and this could make worldwide news and be just very tragic. I'm seeing a tower being destroyed and collapsing in a big city over here, okay, US. And I'll just say I'll just say Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back. So if you know, you know. Those are your code words, okay? Can't say too much, but I keep seeing it destroyed, and there's people just, running, and it's just a tragic event. I told you guys in my last video, I do see a T attack happening, very similar to 9/11, very similar to that. And with things going on in the world, it's a possibility that this could happen. Like I said, I don't want it to happen, but I keep seeing this, I keep feeling this. I've been feeling this a lot lately these past couple days, and it's just, I feel that. I literally feel this. Like, this doesn't feel right, and I see it. Hopefully I'm wrong. All right, not all my predictions come true. I'm like 96, 97, 98% right. So not everything comes true. I'm giving like timelines and realities that could happen pretty soon, okay? Remember, these are all timelines from God, from source, from spirit. I'm just seeing. All right, I'm just a messenger. Just a messenger, so. But be aware of that. If you don't feel like you should go to a certain location, just don't go. Listen to your intuition. So just, be aware of your surroundings. I don't know what that was. Something just flew into my face. I don't know what that was. Probably a fly. Yesterday I was outside and I saw this beetle on my chair, and it looked like a wasp. I'm like, what the heck is that? There's some weird things down here in Florida, especially now that it's hot outside. It's spring. You got beetles that look like wasps. More birds are coming out too. The hawks, the cardinals, the doves, the vultures. Even got some squirrels, in the backyard coming out. So that's the good thing about spring. Everything's coming out. Animals coming out. Trees are growing back. It's hot out. Energy's good. So, but yeah. So just be aware. Just be aware of what's going on. Stay safe. Protect it. Protect your energy now more than ever. Stock up on resources, food, vitamins, supplies. Invest in, gas, oil, Tesla stocks. Also, invest in your health. Invest in your health, man. Like, do the research. I've been doing a lot of research on just health and testing my body out on different foods and supplements to take and try, seeing how I feel. So our bodies are truly amazing. Like, we literally have a whole universe in our body. Cells, DNA, microbiome, all this structure. There's a lot of stuff. So do your research. Invest in your health this time frame. Take your cod liver oil, fish oil, magnesium, multivitamins, iron pills. Drink the right milk. Drink lots of water. Eat fruits and vegetables. Exercise. Meditate. Stretch. Do yoga. Massages. Get a massage. Yeah. Get an Asian massage too. Yeah. Feel amazing too. Get a massage. So yeah, just really invest in your overall health. And that's what I'm doing with myself, With things going on, even with my personal life, with, family, getting sick. Just really do your research and invest in your health because, they put in a lot of chemicals and bad stuff in our food, in our water, in our air. And they don't tell you about it. Yeah, lately I've been hanging out with my friends a lot, which is good. One of my best friends, I haven't seen in 4 years. Me, him, and my other friend hung out, which was nice. So I've been talking to a lot of my friends lately, been hanging out here and there where I can with them, having some good times, just talking about life and stuff going on in the world and just hanging out. But yeah, I haven't seen him in about 4 years. So I had a good time hanging out with him, my other friend. And, being 26, I'm feeling it now. Like it definitely hits different. I don't feel bad. I just feel different, like physically, mentally. I don't feel old, but I do feel like I'm getting up there in age. Now my friends, a lot of my friends are like, man, we getting old, we unks. Man, this is it. I'm like, come on, like 25, 6, 7, 8, it ain't old, man. Even 30 isn't old. But I know my generation, Gen Z, we have a hard time, like, I don't know, conceptualizing or just maybe like realizing that mid, late 20s, even 30s isn't old because we're so used to being young. I don't know. But I do feel different at 26. I feel it now. It's been about 2 weeks so far. I still feel, good. I look pretty much the same. But I do feel like, man, like I'm getting up there in age 6 and then 7, 8, 9, 30. And it's like, man, I'm not rushing it. I'm not rushing 30. Just trying to enjoy every 20, that I can. But yeah, a lot of my friends are just like, man, I'm an unk. Now some of my friends are uncles. They are uncles. I'm not an unk, but mid-late 20s does feel different. It does feel, not the same. It hits different, I'll just say that. But you are more mature, though. I will say that. You are more mature. So, but yeah, I mean, pretty much I feel the same, just a little bit different. Mentally and physically, being 26. But I'm gonna still enjoy, life and see how the rest of this year goes as 26 and see how I feel, But yeah, I've been hanging out with my friends a lot lately, which is good, here and there, and talking to them, FaceTiming them. So, been enjoying that. But man, now that it's April, it's definitely going to be raining more. Every time I think of April, I think of rain. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because April has a lot of storms and stuff and rain. But yeah, I think of rain when I think of April. Speaking of weather, I did say that there's going to be more natural disasters happening this spring, and I was right. See what's going on in Hawaii? Man, I feel really bad for Hawaii, because Hawaii, they've been having volcano eruptions, earthquakes. Well, I don't know about earthquakes, but I know volcano eruptions, wildfires, and now they're having some really bad flooding in Hawaii. So Hawaii really is going through it with the natural disasters, man. So there's flooding in Hawaii, and then there's wildfires in Nebraska. So, and then I already know there's going to be more storms happening pretty soon, especially where I live in Florida. But yeah, I've been right about the natural disasters happening this spring. So, but yeah, that's been going on. But, and also I got 3 friends' birthdays happening this month of April, plus 2 of my siblings' birthdays. So this is like Aries and Taurus season. So Aries season and Taurus season. So I got 3 Aries friends' birthdays this month, and then 2 siblings, Taurus's birthday this month. So fire and earth, But yeah, shout out to the April Aries and Taurus, earth energy and fire energy. So I'm a March Aries. But yeah, 26 feels pretty good. It feels good, but it does feel different. I do feel older, but not like old. But I do feel like I'm getting up there. And mentally, I feel different, 26. And just looking back on my life, early 20s, I'm like, well, dang, this is really going fast. This is like going by really fast. 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, okay. Now I see people who are older than me saying, yeah, your 20s go by really fast. They weren't lying. They are not lying. 20s are going by really fast. That's why I'm saying I'm not rushing 30. I'm not saying 30 is old. I'm not rushing to get there, because I'm trying to savor all my 20s. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7. All right, 8, 9. So, but I think when I turn 30, I'm going to be like, all right, now what? I think, yeah, when I turn 30, I'm going to sit down and be like, okay, this is it. Man, this hits hard. I don't know. I've heard people saying that, who are in their 30s and 40s, say that 30 is the new 20. I can see that. 30 being the new 20s. But right now, I'm just focused on 26, okay? Let's focus on 26 and go from there. Okay. It's a lot of chemicals out here. And even the stuff that you think is good for you ain't good for you, too. So I've been reading a lot of books. I've been reading like Natural Cures. That's a great book by Kevin Trudeau. Great book. A lot of health books I've been reading also. Watching videos. There's one guy on YouTube I watch named Dr. Berg. He has a lot of great videos. Go watch him out. Go watch his videos. So, but yeah, so overall, I feel a shutdown coming. Similar to 2020, but like not fully. Just with gas and oil, and people just not traveling as much or driving as much. And you'll see more folks on their bikes and just walking, which is a good thing. No exercise, but still need to drive, you know. And more planes shutting down, like canceling. And then the T attack I keep seeing happening. So I already gave you guys the info on that. And then Cuba, that's the next conflict. So yeah, a lot more stuff is about to happen this month of April. March was like, I think March was like the peak. April was like the tail end of it. And then I think May will have stuff happening in May, but it's gonna be more calm compared to like March and April. And that's just how I feel. More calm, in a way, not fully. So, but yeah, March was March Madness. It was a lot of stuff going on, just personal life and world, a whole lot of stuff. The world definitely changed after March, but now we're in April. Today's April 1st, the first day of the month, and yeah, just check out my videos. My predictions for April and May, and then summer predictions for the whole summer. Cuba prediction video, then my other videos as well on my channel. So, but trying to think anything else I want to say. Looking forward to the Michael Jackson movie coming out this month. I know I said it before, but I'm just excited to see it. And the new season, the last season of The Boys, I'm gonna watch. And gotta watch more episodes of Invincible. But yeah, so Donald Duck, he said 4 or 5. He said this world will end in the next like 2 or 3 weeks. Let's see how things are by then. The next 2 or 3 weeks. I really want to see how the world is by July. That's the main thing, yeah. Let's see how the world is by like July 4th or like late July. It should be very interesting to see how things are by then and what has changed and stuff. So, but as far as this war in Iran, like I said, do your research, watch the right news. Don't believe everything you hear and say about what's going on. I'm hearing that one of my siblings told me that over in Israel, it's allowed for them to hang Palestinians. I'm like, what? Man, that's evil, man. It's evil. So, but yeah, this war is definitely going to intensify, especially now that the Houthis and Hezbollah are involved. So Yemen and Lebanon are involved. They're helping Iran. So, they're helping them out. And also a lot of grain and food comes from that part of the world. So this Strait of Hormuz being not accessible fully is not just affecting oil and gas, it's also affecting food, A lot of food and grain and bread come from there. And also I heard that Iran has a Stargate portal. They have a portal over there. Apparently that's where the Anunnaki come through. Okay, so apparently there's a Stargate portal over there, and that's where they say that the Mahdi is. I gotta do more research on that. But yeah, the Anunnaki, I already told you guys, the aliens is coming. It's coming very soon this year. Okay, and the Anunnaki, just do your research on the Anunnaki, because there's like, I believe that they exist. And there's this, thing about how they created us. If that's true, that wouldn't really bother me, because even if they created us, someone had to create them. So it's still a god, you know? But yeah, the Anunnaki, just by doing research, they're huge, massive beings, black beings, and they come every like 1,000 years to and from Earth from their planet Nibiru. I think they're the only like alien species that we know of that we can mix with, like, you know, have kids with. But yeah, so I do believe in Anunnaki. There's not a whole lot of stuff about them, but if you just read different like historical text from like ancient Sumeria and like parts of Africa, stuff like that part of the world, they talk about these tall giant beings coming from space, and you know, the Anunnaki, stuff like that. So, but yeah, guys, there's a Stargate portal in Iran, apparently, and I told you guys about the aliens coming. This is the year, especially this summertime. This summer, alien disclosure is going to happen. All right, they're going to disclose aliens, UFOs, species, and whatnot. They've been here all this time, and this is what they look like. So yeah, this is also the year of aliens and UFOs. So, and not everyone will be able to handle it. See, I already know aliens exist, but not everyone believes in that, especially people who are religious, because it makes them question God and everything else, and Jesus and the Bible. But God created them too, you know? But yeah, I believe in the aliens. Very, you know, that they exist. But overall, guys, stay safe. Enjoy your spring break. Enjoy summer break coming up pretty soon. Like I said, invest in your health. Do your research. Invest in stocks right now, even though the market isn't the best right now, just invest. I know the saying goes, buy low, sell high, right? So invest in that. Stock up on supplies best way you can in case a shutdown happens, because I'm seeing like a possible shutdown happening pretty soon over here. And just like I said, just less planes in the sky, helicopters, just less people driving, and you know, less people going to work too. That's another thing. You'll see less people going to work and like possibly school, because they be like, gas is too high, this is too high, I can't afford this. So they'd be like, all right, just you can stay home. So it'll be a shutdown similar to 2020, but not exactly. So I'll call this like the oil shutdown, the oil gas shutdown. All right. But yeah, the Philippines, they got 40 days left of gas and oil. Just watch the videos and do your research on that. I had no idea it was that bad over there in the Philippines. But yeah, this war is definitely affecting the world. It really is. But just stay level-headed, be balanced with life and everything going on. Focus on yourself and enjoy life, but just know what's going on in the matrix, and know what's going on in the world, because it does affect you. So from all sides. Okay. So I'll leave it at that. But today is April 1st, 2026. Guys, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe. Protect yourself. Protect your energy. It's your man Elijah. I am out. Peace.